Sages tell us in the beginning of Soita that Aboim Yom Kodim Yitziras Avlad, 40 days before the formation of the child, which means at the moment of conception of the male child, because usually males are older than females in the traditional sense, a voice rings out and says, Ploini, who's already a Ploini, which means so-and-so, is destined to marry Bas Ploini, the daughter of so-and-so. The daughter of so-and-so, because the child is not yet born, the child is not even conceived yet. So so-and-so is destined to marry the child of so-and-so, which means that this is totally b'mazel. This is connected to a person's mazel, a person's spiritual luck, and this person's spiritual connection. That's the zivug of a person. That's the soulmate of a person. On the other hand, we also say, the Gemara also brings down another opinion. It says that it's lefi masav, that it's according to your actions, according to your deeds. There's a possibility, Shem Yikaden Ach Berachim, it's possible, the Moed Katan says it's possible for a person to pray and receive your soulmate, which means that a soulmate is based not destiny, but actually through choice. According to the actions that you are, according to the level that you're at, you'll attract the person that you are. If you're an elevated person, you'll attract an elevated person. If you're an intelligent person, you'll attract an intelligent person. If you're a successful person, you'll attract a successful person. Lefi masav, spiritually, physically, mentally, emotionally, this is all based on your maisim, according to your actions. So which one is it? Is it aboim yoim, 40 days before you're formed, which means at the moment of conception, this destiny, it says you have one soulmate, this is the person you're going to be with? Is this your soulmate? Or is it according to your actions or inactions? So the Talmud, the Gemara's answers, the sages answer and say, Kama zivig rishon, Kama zivig sheni. This is the first match and the second match. Which means, in the first match, it's your soulmate. In the second match, it's according to your actions. What does this mean, first and second? So most people understand first and second simply means the first person you marry is your soulmate. The second person you married, if God forbid you had to divorce, or it was a good thing that you divorced, you married the second person, that person is according to your actions. The Arizal says that's absolutely incorrect. It doesn't refer to first and second in sequence. It means first and second in Mila, in advantage, in spiritual hierarchy. The first one means the person that you're destined to be with, and it can be the first person you marry or the 10th person you marry, but that's the soulmate. That's your Abayim Yom Kadin Tziyos Avlad, 40 days before the formation of a child. That's the person that's your destiny. That's your soulmate. And then the second one is a zivuk sheni, is like the lower form of your match, which is lefi masav, according to your action. You can have a very good relationship with that person, and you can live with that person for many years, but it's not your perfect soulmate. There's another way how to look at it, which I think is very important, at least in terms of people that are in long-term relationships, and should be in long-term relationships, to think about this. That zivuk rishon, zivuk sheni, first match and second match, is actually talking about in the same marriage. In the same marriage. You marry someone, if you're young or a little older, it doesn't matter. You marry someone the first time you marry, or it's not the first time you marry, but you marry someone and you're in a good place. You marry this person, this is your soulmate. This is because this person is the female aspect of your male soul, and this person is the male aspect of your female soul. You're part of one soul, a complete soul, not two halves of one soul, two full souls that are part of one bigger soul. And this is the person you marry. But then, in the course of marriage, your relationship with your wife or your husband, your spouse, starts to be a reflection of a masav, of your actions. In the relationship itself, we'll say 10 years. After 10 years of marriage, if you look in the mirror or you look at your spouse and see a person that you like and you enjoy being with, a person that's upbeat, a person that has a good attitude in life, a person that's everything that you expect or want of your spouse, that's because lefi masav, according to your actions, you put in that work and the person is reflecting back to you. And this works both in a positive and, God forbid, in a negative. When you look at the person that you're in a marriage with over a long period of time, the question should not be what's wrong with them, but the question should always be what's wrong with me. If there's something in the marriage that's not working, how can I fix that? How can I be the bigger person? How can I be the better person so my spouse can be a reflection of who I am in this marriage. Lefi masav, that's the way my spouse is going to be. Now, of course, there's scenarios where there's exceptions to this rule, but this is the general rule. You marry someone, it's your soulmate. Over a course of period of time of living together, you're both a perfect reflection of each other. You mirror each other. You want to know what the husband is? Look at the wife. You want to know what the wife is? Look at the husband. And they're both perfectly matched for each other over the long period of time.